All right, y'all. I'm hanging out here on a Sunday, sitting outside my house chilling. Got the grandson playing at my feet. But it's a beautiful day. I see some videos on there where they go, I don't know who needs to hear this because it's an inspirational video. If it's an inspirational video, then everybody needs to hear it. So I'm not going to start my video off by saying, I got a message, I don't know who needs to hear it. I'm going to say it like this. I got a message and everybody needs to hear it. We need to love one another. You are somebody. Don't allow yourself, don't listen to him cranking up that beast. Look at him cranking up that beast. Don't do that. Don't let your self-worth be measured by someone else's calculator. Your self-worth should be measured by your inner calculator. And if you don't measure up, you need to get closer to God. Because God will really tell you where you measure up. Jesus gave his life for you. So you got to be worth something, at least to his eyes. So if you feel like you're around people and they feel like you ain't worth nothing, get around different people. Just get around different people. You should invest in people that invest in you. And, not everybody's going to invest in you. And be careful going on that road. Yeah, but still, hey, there's a lot wrong with what you're doing. People don't value you like you value you. And your time, if you laid everybody out, whether they were a millionaire or whether they were broke, you laid everybody out. They all are equal in value because all they have is time. Time is the only thing that keeps a poor man and a rich man equal, is time. You give the poor man as much time as the rich man had, he could do everything the rich man did. You take the time away from that rich man, and he's going to be just as poor as that broke man. Time is the only equity that only draws interest when you invest in it. If you waste your time with bad people, you're going to end up in a place where your time's going to stand still. Most people call that the graveyard or the penitentiary. Now, you may say, Roger, I contradict that. People go to the penitentiary and they get an education. They do. But I worked in the penitentiary. I know how manipulating that is. I know how corrupt that is. And why should they go to the penitentiary to get the education? Why they don't fight to get the education on the street? That education comes to them so easy that that's not something to congratulate yourself. I went to prison and I got an education, so yay, my time in prison. No, you still did something horrible to end up in prison. I'm not gonna reward you. I'm not gonna mentally reward you by saying, okay, good, you did great with your time. I'm gonna look at you as, what did you do with your time when you was free? Or what are you gonna do now that you have an education? What are you gonna do now? Now grant you, I'm not faulting anybody. You don't never know someone's struggle. Hey bro, I come from the streets. For somebody to say, oh, I had it hard. Yeah, I had it hard too. I understand that. So don't think that because I don't sound sympathetic, that I'm not sympathetic. I have empathy, but not sympathy. See, empathy is the ability to understand somebody's suffering without being, oh, poor you. Nobody needs to hear that. I don't care how bad your life is. Nobody needs to hear, oh, it's okay, poor you, it'll get better. You should show them it'll get better by showing them they can do better. Be a person of action instead of reaction. If I told you your mama was fat and you swung and hit me, you're a person of reaction. I did you something, you reacted to it. If I told you your mama was fat and she's 500 pounds, you should know she's fat. Don't let a reaction come out of that. If I said your mama's fat and you know your mama's skinny and healthy and you know she's not fat, okay, so what? I know better. And be a person of action. Lead by example. Don't let somebody tell you something, whether you know it's true or untrue, and you react to that. You know, a snake only bites you when it has to. It don't bite you. You never can predict. Some people can handle a snake and never get bit. Some people can walk by a snake and get bit right off the bat. Some things that you just never know of. So, if you're hearing this, know your self-worth. If you don't know that, find it. Find it. And you can find it in the Bible. 2 for the love, 1 for the law. Stay sexy, everybody.